All right, so this is the video it's easier to show than explain. So what I got on the left here is my control. So this is my personal YouTube channel and Twitch stream. Basically, it's set up where no one can see it. It's private, but I can still see it for the Twitch inspector. And then I have it private here where I can see the stream. Um, and then on the right-hand side, there's separate tabs. These are container tabs. That way I can be in two accounts with the same browser. So I have multi-stream enabled. This is my test stream, says public, because when I do private, I can't see anything. It's kind of weird where I can't see like the YouTube thing, which I'll get into that in a little bit. And then that's just the same tab. So this is all the content and stuff. This is where we're going to be watching it. I'm going to refresh it. And as you can see, it didn't update it to this. So that's one of my little like issues I noticed. And then I have the stream here and to show that it is connected. All right, so on the far left is my second monitor. We have a plugin that allows us to multi-stream locally. I've used this plugin, and to prove that it's nothing wrong with OBS or the plugin, this is what this is for. It's the control. It's so everybody is on the same page. Everything works just fine. So I can start streaming, and the settings are to my Twitch, which is this right here. So if I start streaming, it'll take just a second, and then it'll pop up like, hey, you're streaming. But it's private, so no one can see it. All right, so just give it a minute. Maybe I'll just refresh it because I'm impatient. All right, cool. So it's just started. No delay. Still waiting on information. Not sure that's like a Firefox thing. There we go. So just right around it. We'll let that run for a little bit. So now, so this is my YouTube. So I'm going to blur out my stream key, but this is for this personal account. So now we're going to hit start, connecting, broadcasting. And we'll see this actually load up in just a second here. Okay, now we just have to wait for the preview. Any second now. Oh, look, it's up. Cool. So here's the preview. Obviously that works. So control works. So it's nothing with OBS or the plugins. We settled that. But now let's try multi-streaming. As you can see, there's both of them are enabled. They're both set to public, so people are going to get notified and annoyed, but it is what it is. So broadcasting started. It says YouTube, but if you look at the settings, it's just to the ingest server right there. All right, let's see. Hopefully we see something. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't update the title either. Still nothing. Let's refresh this because sometimes there's this weird thing when I stream to Streamlabs, through the Streamlabs ingest server, where it doesn't actually show it until you start streaming. Okay, it's not showing. Some restreaming services do that where it doesn't actually show it. Are we live? Refresh. All right. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was live for a second, but it's not. And then just to show that it is connected. So yeah, that doesn't work. But let me show you something funny I just realized after applying all the settings from the email. So let's stop streaming on here. And let's just stream only to YouTube. But this time we're going to do it private because when I tested this, it did work. So we're going to do test stream. We're going to shut off Twitch. So this is actually a really interesting bug I found. This is probably, I'm not going to still use this service because it doesn't work. But let me show you the cool little bug I found. So as you can see, it is private, whereas the previous test we did was public. We're still saying data as control. As you can see, it is very consistent because it's just a black screen with a test text. Okay, so this is here. Now let's just start it. All right. So we don't see anything as of yet. Let me just refresh this. Let me see if there's any scheduling. Oh, look at that. There is a scheduled session when you click on it, but it already started streaming without us. So this is the weird thing, is um, it does work, but not as it's meant to. Multi-streaming means multiple platforms to stream to, and unfortunately, it only works with YouTube as far as I know. We can do another test just for kicks and giggles, um, to see how it works. But as you can see, it works. But the problem is like the default, it doesn't like show until you start streaming. So if you need to add a thumbnail or any of those kind of things, it's you can't do it before you start streaming. And as you can see, when I loaded it up, it was already like public stream technically. Maybe I could just technically switch this to public and then people see it, but I just think that's a strange workaround. I'm not sure if it's like something that you guys can control or not, but it is whatever. But as you can see, it's private, so it doesn't show up here. I could refresh it just for a sanity check. Okay, so it only works with one platform, but let's try this again. So I'm still broadcasting to the other services, as you can see, just to prove that the control is still consistent. And let's just do just Twitch, and let's just set to public. Because I already tested this when it was private and it didn't do anything. Because what I'm thinking is there's something wrong internally where it can't handle sending it to more than one platform. So just try it. So it's enabled. We updated the settings, and now let's just start streaming. A lot of people are going to be really excited that we're finally streaming again, but they're going to be quickly disappointed when it's a test stream. So it does work. Nope. I just spoke too soon. I got my hopes up, as always. Yeah, so like, I mean, it is broadcasting, no issues there. But as you can see, it doesn't work. So I guess it's just an issue with Twitch then. But when you have, like I just showed, when you have both enabled, it doesn't work, period. So yeah, you guys, there's nothing wrong on my end because it does work with your service if I only use YouTube. But the problem is the whole point of this service is so I can multi-stream, stream to different platforms. So I hope you guys can find a fix to it, because we haven't been streaming or anything. We've been just using our own RTMP server, and then now I found this app which is free of charge, and it works perfectly. As you can see, I can stream no problem. All right, so that's it from me. I hope you guys figured that out.